What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chuck back with another analysis on gold and Great Britain USD for the week. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for joining today. As you can see, I have the charts up from last week. And as always, everything played out as I spoke of. I mentioned we had two buy zones for gold, which I will be following, which I was following in the red here. We had a couple of scenario setups that gold could either took off or came down to 1632 area, but I mentioned that my play would be to buy as gold start dropping. I bought at this zone, and then I took another buy at this zone here. And as you can see, we're now coming up in profit. All right, so let's get started. Let's get this cleaned up, and let me show you what I have for this week. Okay, sorry for the long pause. Let's get the hour chart up, and let's see what the highs and lows are showing us really quick before we get started. All right, so we have two areas that we're looking at. Now, we could be possibly coming back to this area. But if it breaks, we're going to continue up. And we also have this area. Okay. Let's see here. And then we have another lower zone here, that 1724, that could possibly still happen. All right, so let's delete that and jump back on the daily, and let's see what we have. All right, so I marked off the black lines here off the highs and lows just to give you a quick scenario what I'm looking at here. So overall, what we have with gold is what could happen is a couple scenarios. I'm gonna first mark off a quick scenario, then I'm gonna mark off in the red what I'm gonna be playing for gold overall. We could just see gold take off from here. All right, because it's ultimately the zone we're trying to get to, 1800 area, before we decide to see if we're going to continue buying or selling. This will be all take profits at this area and probably closing for the week. All right, so we also have this scenario too, sitting here based off the marks I just put up in the black, the breakout zones. We could possibly see gold go up, or we could see gold come down and break this entire area, which could really happen at any time. So overall, we had a black area here. So this stop loss would be probably best to change this to a first stop loss now. We're going to move this one downward. So this could be our first stop loss if we decide to buy. And then the other one I mentioned quite a while back is 1690 zone. As you can see the noise here, this should hold if we do decide to take the buy. And I'll show you guys just in a second why I came up with that. And this will be our second stop loss. $16.90 area. All right, so as I said, these are scenarios that could happen really quick. Overall, we did come down to the zone that I mentioned, and I really like this candle here, but that doesn't mean that we could come back and touch this area one more time overall. So with this being said, this zone here would be definitely a good breakout zone. So let's go ahead and make that a stop loss or buy stop area. We're going to change that. We're going to mark that as a red zone, but this will be a breakout. And we can delete this one here. We're going to change this to red also. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be our breakout area. So it'd probably be best to kind of stay away from gold right now. Because we could do two different things right now that I'm seeing. We could break out here, or we could break out from this area. Could be another breakout area. All right, so the only reason you could possibly get a breakout from this area or this area. So this zone really is a no trade zone at the moment, but based off of what I see here, I possibly see gold coming up slightly when the market opens. Then I want to see gold come back and retest maybe in this area, give maybe a fake breakout, and then come up to this zone. That's what I would like, and I would be looking for to play on gold overall. Or we could just look to see gold come back to this area one more time, and that might be the best scenario, is to wait and see if we can come back here and take the second buy. But overall, this would be my stop loss. I'm gonna just delete this one altogether now that I'm thinking about it, because this could easily be hit here. So let's not even set ourselves up. So let's just play 1690 as our stop loss. So overall, for next week, we are looking for buys on gold. But just know if this does break, we could get a potential pullback, maybe slightly down a little lower. I would definitely put my stop loss at entry if you take the sell, because at any moment, I see gold probably exploding back up, and that could happen in any of this part of the trade, this entire zone. Maybe probably right here. Let's move it off to the side. All right, so the best way to explain it. Um, this is definitely a buy zone for me. So we're going to change that to blue for buy. And we're just going to remove this altogether. All right, so as I mentioned, this if gold comes down in any of this area, just overall, I would be looking to buy, and my stop loss hasn't changed. It's still going to be 1690, and we're looking to take this up to 1800, possibly 1810 area. All right, so that's what I have on gold so far for this week. Again, guys, make sure you use money management, risk management, because we still could possibly get this to sell. So if this does sell, make sure that you have a game plan that sets you up for success, that you're going to actually make some profit, uh, meaning that you would cut your loss, minimum loss, and gain more profits. All right. So make sure you have a game plan for this also. Again, this is the breakout area. Let's move that over just a little bit. Two breakout areas coming below and upward. Again, I think we're going to get a fake out and then a push up. All right, so that's what I have for gold. Let's move on to Great Britain USD. Make sure you get a screenshot. And Great Britain USD, we are pretty much moving very well, but I'd still want to see with the opening of the new week, a possible pullback. We never came to this zone, but we came very close. So let's get cleaned up here. Definitely been making some good moves to the top. Let's see what the highs and lows are telling us with this real quick. All right. Let's do a quick markup here. And then we have a breakout that we want to see here. Okay. Let's jump back on a daily. All right. So, and the same as gold. We have we got a breakout area here. And then we're going to have another breakout here. Wouldn't be surprised if we still come to this box, but I'm going to delete it for right now. Overall scenario, we want to see Great Britain USD just explode out of here up to this waiting for confirmation zone. Or we could see Great Britain come back and test this zone here easily. And look for that to go upward. If we do break out from this zone, we're going to continue coming down. This is our stop loss still. So make sure for your entire trade for this buy here that this is your stop loss area. It still could break. Great Britain might be a really hard one to trade this week. I would be very standoffish until I get full confirmation on Great Britain USD, just to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But overall, what I believe this entire area it's going to be a buy zone for Great Britain USD. Like I say, it could come here, or we just could take off. Me personally, I want to see Great Britain USD do pretty much the same thing. Maybe a slight pull up, then downward, and then I want to see it explode up. Okay, so this is what I'll be planning for Great Britain USD. I'm looking for a slight move up, downward, and then explode up for the week. Okay, guys, so again, we're looking for buying in this area. Everything, it's going to depend on what the dollar does, the DXY, so make sure that you are watching that definitely. All right, let's jump and see what the dollar is looking like. The dollar pretty much is playing out perfect, and that's why I would like to see Great Britain USD and gold continue upward. But you know, the market has to do its fake out. So as of right now, this is playing out perfect. I really don't have to make any adjustments. We pulled up exactly at my sell zone. We are down in my original first buy area. So overall, we could expect now for gold to, DXY to maybe do a smaller retracement. Yeah, we couldn't see DXY do a smaller retracement possibly. Somewhere in this area. Let's see something just real quick. Yeah, just like I expected. So maybe a small pullback here, and then we want to see DXY continue downward. So this will be my play. If this plays out well, exactly how I have it here, this will give confirmation for gold and Great Britain USD to continue going upward. Again, just looking for a slight pullback on those two trades, and then we're going to see those explode. But overall, that's all I have for this week. Again, be safely and watch out for the market. Any type of manipulations. Just have a game plan and stick with it overall. Again, thank you guys for joining. And if you need to reach out, my information will be in the description. Looking to join my Telegram group, my Signal group, you can find the information in my description. Thank you again. Make sure you like, share this YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here today. And have a blessed week. Chuck is out, aka the Gold Gorilla.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.